Hey guys, it's me again. It's 7:55 on Saturday, and I was doing a lot of thinking with. I just got done with my little walk and running. Well, technically I got done an hour ago, but I was doing some thinking when I was doing the dishes and cleaning my cat boxes and getting my cat some water. There's just some things I think about, and I feel like I can go on camera and speak about them in a very uh, fluid manner, because as you know, I trip over myself a lot because my brain doesn't work as well as everyone else's. I explain that in past videos, and if I ever trip over myself, I apologize if that offends you in any way. Actually, you know what? Fuck you. Just click off the video if you don't like it. If you don't like that, it's just the way my brain works. Anyhow, my thought today was, there's people in our lives that we do things for because we care about them. We care about them as people, and we care about them for who they are, not what they are, unless you're a person that follows the social standards of bullshit, which is accept faggots and homosexuals and burn the Confederate flag. Those idiots, those people that deserve to be dropped at the bottom of the ocean with a fucking rocket attached to them. That aside, because that's how I feel, and if you disagree, I don't give a fuck. I hope you die. In a fire, preferably. Anyway, back on track. There's people, though, that some of us do care about, that we care about, and we love as more than just, friends. We love them like family. Because that's, some of us just have that ability to love somebody or care about somebody that much. But there comes a time, or what seems to be something that you don't realize right away. Sometimes it takes time for it to come into fruition in your brain, or or it goes off like that. And what that I'm explaining is people like to use others to get ahead or to get something that they want. Now, this has been going on for decades, but I notice it's becoming a trend that's becoming worse. Now, as some people know, I'm pretty good with computers. I mean, I'm not great. I'm very much still a novice, but I know the workings of a computer. I know hardware. I don't know dick about software. I just use it, and if I can figure out how to use it, then therefore, bam, I'm good. Like OBS, I had a hard time using it, but then I played around with it for a while, and I finally figured it out. It's not too much different from FFsplit, but the thing about difference between those is FFsplit actually has gotten worse, and OBS has gotten better. It went from, FFsplit up here, OBS down here, to polar opposites. Now, some people have said that FFsplit works fine for them. It doesn't on me. I've tried. The older versions work perfectly, though, and I managed to keep a copy of the last known working version on my PC. It's not installed, but it's there just in case I have a problem with OBS and when they get further. Not that I stream anymore, but if people actually want me to start streaming again, I am willing to listen, but I can't promise I'm going to do that. I've been kind of in the mood to do that, though, because I think streaming gives me a way to, connect with people who enjoy retro games like me. It's just, as I said before, I have problems talking, especially when coming up with stuff on the fly. And eventually I get bored of talking. I don't know if any of you are like that. And I just can't see how people like Joel from Vinesauce, who is my favorite streamer of all time currently, he's funny, and I like I like how he's like, oh no, and things like that. It's just he's funny, and I like him. Vinny's kind of annoying. Anyways, once again, off topic. But you do things for people you care about, and they, once that transaction or event has transpired where you help that person, they either thank you or they don't, and then they go away and they don't bother you until they need something again. That's not fair. Okay? If you either got two options, all right, you either care about that person and you include them in your life and you treat them as an equal, or fuck off. But then again, you got those people out there who are just, they're so miserable mentally. I mean, I'm guilty of this. I'm miserable mentally big time. Sometimes I wish I had the guts to go off myself, but I don't have that ability. I just don't have the ability anymore. Also, I'm afraid of what comes after, if anything at all. So otherwise I would probably just say fuck all and go away permanently because I can't see life getting any better. It's just going to be boring and shitty like this for the rest of my life. So the only reason for my life or living, I guess, is not to hurt the people who generally care about me. Uh, and so far, the only person I can label that is my wife. My brother don't give a shit. He never writes or calls me or nothing. My mom, uh, she only cares about what a person can do for them. She don't necessarily care about me either. If I want to talk to her, I got to call her. But y'all know how I feel about my mother. And considering all the shit I've done for her, and I didn't have to. Like my brother, he barely does shit for my mother. He just lives with her and pays her rent. And he's older than me. I'm living at home. I'm living with my wife and my animals. And don't get me wrong, it's sometimes I'm grateful for that. But of course, we are wired to be social creatures and connect with people we like talking to. Over the years, though, I've become more of a misanthrope, or misanthropy, whatever you want to pronounce it. Some people have different ways of pronouncing that word. I don't like people. I hate them because of the shit they do to me and the people I care about. And it really sucks when you do stuff for people and they appreciate it, but then once their back is turned, they only come to you when you want something. That's not fair for anybody, especially a person who genuinely cares about that one. You know what, though? Starting this moment on, I think I'm just... As a matter of fact, I am done. I'm done doing stuff for people. I'm finished. If they can't learn on how to fix something their fucking self by using the powers of Google, because that's all I use, and I know how it works. But see, sometimes other people, not mentioning any names, like to force me into helping other people. I don't like helping people anymore because they don't appreciate it. They don't show appreciation. Why should I help those who don't show any kind of appreciation for the time and effort and labor that I do into whatever it is they need done, that they can't understand them fucking selves? They need to learn the shit. And why is that my problem? Oh, you're going to come to me because I know how some of this shit works? I know how hardware works on a PC, yet you can't figure that shit out yourself? Are you dumb? Jesus, you're going to college for shit? I'm not even in college. I was there for one semester, and it was fucking a waste of my time. Does that mean I'm stupid? No. It's the educational process in this country that holds people back. I mean, what in fucking... okay, like with networking, I mean, you got to use a lot of math and equations and shit, sure. But are you going to use literature towards that? No! It's stupid. I mean, I think the basic, all it is it's trying to bleed money out of you, and it's trying to bleed money out of whatever state aid you get for financial aid or whatever the fuck. And if they don't teach you worth of shit, which the college I went to, then it's not worth your time. I mean, I'd probably do better in a trade school, but I gotta get my emotions in check and be on some kind of all-day tranquilizer before I can even think about going back to work. Because I do want to go back to work, but the problem is I hate being around people, and because people are my main problem source. The shit they do, how they use people, how they treat people, and they're only around when you want something. And it's been like that since the beginning of time, and I'm sick of it. And I'm tired of those around me who force me to help others when I could give a fuck less about that person that needs help. Because when I need help with something up here maybe, they're not around. So yeah, it's like, okay, you have an object, an inanimate fucking object, as that British sitcom whatever that show was. You ever watch the 100 Greatest Insults of All Time, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's an inanimate fucking object. Okay, it doesn't have emotion, doesn't think or feel. It's not Johnny Five. So, sure. So I use some of my know-how and my knowledge to fix something. Or I look it up on Google. That's all it takes. Just follow what they say, or have an understanding on why it's not working. Sometimes if you've worked with that problem long enough, you'll understand what it is, and you don't even have to look it up because you have it locked up in here. I'm tired of helping people because they don't help me when I need it. So why should I help them? All they do is just they want, and then when it comes to me wanting something, oh, I'm too busy to help you, or that I understand people don't like hanging out with others who are depressed. I get that, but sometimes us depressed, lonely people kind of would like some friends around so we can feel better, I guess. But they don't care. Like I have some friends I text using Hangouts on my phone here. I write them all the time, because I care about them and I want to see how they're doing. They hardly write me back. Sometimes they don't write me back at all. It's depressing. It is. Especially the people that I had in my life prior to moving down here. The people I thought who really cared. They don't give a fuck about me. I could go blow my brains out with a fucking Luger out, in here or outside, whatever. They wouldn't care. They'd just be like, my guess is they would just be like, oh, that sucks. Oh well, rest in peace. And that's it. They'll just go back living life because no one gives a damn about anybody anymore. And I think maybe I need to start doing that. Just stop caring about people. I mean, there's a couple people, of course, that I would do anything for, like my wife, for instance. And truthfully, I think that's it. I'm tired of helping people because they don't help me. Why should I help them? They say, well, karma will award you. Where's the reward? I've been doing it for years. It's just something I think about on a constant basis. Like today, Saturday. Usually Saturday people go out and they go do something and have fun or just get out of the house, and breathe fresh air. Go for a walk at, I don't know, in a rose garden or, I don't know, do something. It was nice outside today. It was in the 60s. Beautiful. People up north are in North Pole temperatures and shit. I feel bad for you guys up there. Down here it's nice though. And, on a nice day you want to do something that allows you to have fun outside and enjoy the fresh air and the sunshine and all that good stuff. The better aspects of life, not the shitty technology and everything else that controls people. I'm done. I'm getting too old for this shit. I'm gonna be 34 in April. I just can't do this anymore. My brain just, you reach a point in your life where you just enough. And the only person I'm going to be doing things for from now on is my wife and myself. Everyone else can fuck off. They need to learn this shit on their own. And if they can't, then they shouldn't be using it. Like I tell people who are paranoid about using the internet, if you're that paranoid and that scared of the internet, then you need to turn off the computer and get off of it. Because there's always going to be some shady shit with every corporation, every company. I mean, that's all there is to it. I hate people. I wish nothing but the worst for them because they make me sick. Sure, not everyone is like that, but it's such a rarity. I mean, there is more bad in the world than there is good. Believe me when I say that. I'm not perfect. I got my certain groups of people that I hate. I hate mostly everybody, and people hate me. But that's fine. It's a mutual agreement. I hate some forms of people, and people hate me. It's justified for both people and myself. I will never accept what others accept. Homosexuality, gangstas, they can all burn in a fire. Because I don't care one lick about them. And then there's some douchebags like, oh, what if your family member was a homosexual? I just said I'd disown him. Go away. Bye bye. I had a friend that just came out of the closet. I don't talk to him no more. I won't go into details, but He met a guy on WoW, and he fell in love with him and moved to Georgia to be with him. And I refuse to talk to him in any way, shape, or form. That's the kind of guy I am. You become tainted. You become a disgusting creature. I want nothing to do with you. That may make me a bad person, but you want to know something? Everyone else is a bad motherfucker. It's my turn. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and stop this. I'm going to listen to it because I got this really shitty Chinese USB sound card. And I don't know what I'm going to call this video. Probably just more bullshit rambling. And then we'll just leave it at that. And I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. Probably nothing. Anyways, I hope the rest of you, though, have a good night and take care of yourselves. Have fun. Do whatever it is you want to do. And it's Saturday. Don't let it go to waste. So, I don't know. But anyways, take care. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves. And we'll talk to you again soon. So, peace out, everybody.